to another episode of Do You Remember? And today we will be remembering 10 times The Simpsons predicted the future. Number 10. The Simpsons have done it again. A number of users on X, formerly known as Twitter, pointed out the latest coincidence involving the long-running Fox cartoon. In a 2000 episode named Bart to the Future, the episode included Lisa Simpson in a purple suit comparable to the one worn by Vice President Kamala Harris during the inauguration in 2021. The meme went viral when President Joe Biden left the race, endorsing Harris to take his slot in the presidential race, about a month before the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Number 9. Following on from the connection from Kamala Harris. And in the same episode, Lisa Simpson becomes President of the United States and references the presidency of Donald Trump. 16 years later, Trump was elected as the 45th President of the United States, making this one of the most famous predictions from the show, and now speculation mounts about Trump's current 2024 run. In the same episode, Homer Simpson can be seen flying past a billboard in the background, which reads, Trump 2024. It may be purely coincidence, but this occurred before Trump was ever president. Number 8. Faulty voting machines in the U.S. election. In the episode Treehouse of Horror, which aired in 2008, Homer attempts to vote for Barack Obama, but the voting machine repeatedly registers his vote for John McCain. In reality, the same thing happened in the 2012 United States presidential election, where reports of ballot machines flipping votes from Obama to Mitt Romney in the state of Pennsylvania, which resulted in a machine being removed from voting booths. Number 7. Nearly 30 years after The Simpsons famously predicted it, Cypress Hill are finally set to share a stage with the London Symphony Orchestra, performing hits from the hip-hop collective's extensive back catalog and their revered album Black Sunday. In its 1996 episode, Homerpalooza, The Simpsons joked that Cypress Hill had accidentally booked a gig with the London Symphony Orchestra while under the influence. After years of fans hoping for such a collaboration to become reality, Cypress Hill reached out to the LSO over social media, and so history was made. Number 6. In the 2016 episode Friends and Family, Mr. Burns and his assistant Smithers run into Professor Fink, who's wearing virtual reality glasses. Intrigued, Mr. Burns takes the VR tech home and attempts to program a virtual family, hiring the Simpsons as his guinea pigs. Jump to a few years later, and most Springfieldians are now attached to their virtual reality glasses, living their lives through digital lenses 24/7. Fast forward to February 2nd, 2024, Apple released their latest cutting-edge creation, the Apple Vision Pro, a mixed reality headset where digital media merges with the world in front of you. While we may not see everyone sporting these headsets just yet, there are already testimonies of people incorporating the device into their daily routines. Number 5. The 1998 episode When You Dish Upon a Star featured Homer becoming the personal assistant to Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger. More importantly, it offered up a small gag at the end of the episode that 20th Century Fox was now a division of Walt Disney Company, according to the giant sign out front of the studio. In reality, on 2017, Disney reached terms to purchase 21st Century Fox, which includes 20th Century Fox Film and Television Studios, for $52 billion. The acquisition was completed in 2019. Number 4. In the 2006 episode Homer's Paternity Coot, Homer discovers his biological father, Mason Fairbanks, who introduces him to the legend of a lost emerald treasure in the ship wreckage of Piso Mojado. As they search for the jewels via submarines, Homer becomes separated from Mason, getting stuck in a barrier reef and losing oxygen in the underwater vehicle. What happened in real life on June 18, 2023, 5 tourists hopped aboard OceanGate's Titan submarine to explore the Titanic wreckage in the Atlantic Ocean. With the craft's communications failing within the first 2 hours, the submersible imploded upon descent, resulting in their instantaneous deaths. Interestingly enough, one of the Simpsons writers told the U.S. Sun that he made the dive with OceanGate 3 times, quoting, "Every time, communication was an issue." Number 3. Airing in 1993, this season 4 episode, Marge in Chains sees Springfield citizens infected by a germ-infested juice looseners package from Osaka, Japan, resulting in an outbreak of the Osaka flu. As the townspeople clamor for a cure, a mob outside the hospital topples a truck they believe to contain a placebo antidote, only to unleash crates of killer bees. Flash forward to 2020 when the world faced the global pandemic of COVID-19, an infectious disease caused by SARS-CoV-2, which originated in Wuhan, China. And in the US, there were multiple sightings of the extremely deadly Asian giant hornets. During this period, this Simpsons episode circulated on social media, tampered by a few digital modifications, with various media outlets surmising the series to have predicted these events. However, episode writer Bill Oakley clarified to The Hollywood Reporter that the Osaka flu was inspired by the 1968 Hong Kong flu. Number 2. In the 2012 episode Lisa Goes Gaga, Lady Gaga flies over the audience whilst attached to cables. What happened in real life? At the 2017 Super Bowl, a cabled Gaga made her halftime show entrance by descending from the stadium's roof, minus the sparkler shooting brassiere. At the time, her set was the most watched musical performance in Super Bowl history. Number 1. Smartwatches. Though the first commercial smartwatch would not be released until 2014, the idea was in fact depicted in the 1995 episode of The Simpsons entitled Lisa's Wedding. In the episode, the multifunctional wristwatch is seen being used by Lisa's prospective bridegroom, Hugh. And there you have it, 10 times The Simpsons predicted the future. Leave a comment below if you think there were other examples of future prediction from The Simpsons.